Well, the Boston Pen Show is coming up in a few weeks, and I'm trying to decide among the pens I have which ones I can say goodbye to. It's always a trauma for collectors, and many of you collectors out there would say about this pile that I could say goodbye to all of them, because all of them have what many of collectors would say would be imperfections. And in this case, the imperfection would be the fact that they're engraved. Only one of them is lacking an engraving, and it's now see, I keep on getting fooled. I look here for the engraving, but the engraving is actually along the top here. Someone had their name put in right there. Tim Jet. I keep getting fooled by this one. I think I'll say goodbye to that one, because this is not only the one that collectors would want to buy from me because it's not engraved, but it's also in really rather nice shape. So I thought, well, I must have two that are alike, and these two, no, not that one. Yes, these two, no, this one. See, these two were alike, essentially, except both of them are engraved, and I have to keep them because they've got a name on them, and I like the name. Actually, this one I like because the engraver misspelled the name. It says F.G. Davis, and when they were writing the word, when they were engraving the S on the I on Davis, they started misspelling it. They started doing this, and they realized, oh shit, that's not an S. I have to make that into an I. So they made that into an I and did that. But the I is not supposed to have this little mark, but this one does because of the ineptitude of the calligrapher engraver. And I know what that's like. I'm just as inept. I leave out all sorts of things and misspell things and do all sorts of craziness. And I sort of like the fact that F.G. Davis went through the trouble of having his or her name engraved on this and having it get screwed up. So all of these have names on them. So I guess in this one, I had intended to sell this one, but see, this is a number 3 and it's short. See, so I have to keep it. Now I have to keep it because it's different. I don't really care about the number 3 or number 4 nib aspect of it, but I like the fact that it's short. So I guess I have to keep it. So much for that. Maybe I'll decide to sell one. They all have, of course, well, they don't of course have them, but they do have all nice yummy nibs in them. And I might be able to see some of them go, but see, this has a nice engraving there, but it also has, if it just had that, I could say goodbye to it, but it also has that, which is cool. So again, these are all going to be keepers. And I know I have more pencils. This is a rather common pen, and I know I must have more pencils. This one has H. Christopher, Christoffer, engraved on it, which is neat. This one can go with the Davis one. These two belong together, even though they're not the same name. I can imagine that they're an item. His and his, or his and her, or something. And they went to the jewelry store in 1920 something or other and decided to emblazon their purchases with their names. This one might be misspelled too. Maybe this is only supposed to have one F, but the ineptitude of the engraver screwed that up too. Who knows? Where's our time machine when we want them? But it looks like all of you get to be kept for a little bit longer. Damn it all. Or maybe not. Maybe one of these can end up in your hands, or your hands, or your hands over there. I don't know what else to say. Aren't they pretty?